Hey everyone, I'm so excited. If you do not watch another Lunch and Learn all year, this is the one I want you to watch because this is going to give you the tools for success. If you want to know how to make money with Plexus, if you want to know how to duplicate and to train your team, this is the call. Okay. So if you're watching the replay of this, I want you to watch, obviously, you're watching it, lead yourself well, right? And then I want you to send it to 2 or 3 or all of your leaders. That is your call to action. Who can you share this with? So I'm going to keep this as concise as possible. This is an offshoot or an extension, or um, a twin, okay, of our Monday Night Live where we talked about this, but we're going to go into a little bit more of detail and we're going to talk about the real importance around why we're doing what we're doing so that we can start to gain belief and start to row together. And so, the first thing I want to mention is that everything that you know about our call system, if you've been a part of this in the past, just keep that as a feather in your cap. But we are really starting something brand new, and there will be some components that you're used to. I didn't even take notes on this because I know exactly what I'm going to say. I know exactly what we're doing. It's going to be easy. And the more that you do this and the more that you flex this muscle, you will be able to be successful because what we want is a business that a bus business is what they call it, right? If I were hit by a bus, I want my business to continue to thrive and grow. And, it's willable to our children, okay, at a certain level, guys. And so this is really, really important. And so the way that you're going to do that is you're going to leverage these calls, but we're going to have what's called our weekly system. And as I mentioned before, we had a prior weekly system. I don't think it's applicable at this point because we're leaning into what we have now. And we're very blessed to have come out of a season where there were some diamond led opportunity calls that now the company has kind of absorbed and they've moved it. So this is how our week is going to start. So our week is going to start this way. Sunday, I want you to get curious about your business. I want you to sit in thought. This is usually a church and a family day. This is sometimes a day that you're really getting prepared for your week. Maybe you're doing some meal prepping. I want you to add Plexus into that. I don't want you to leave this out. If you want 2025 to be different, we have to use Sunday very dynamically. Okay, and we have to honor our intentions, our hopes, and our goals. We have to honor them, okay, by getting prepared on Sunday. A lot of times we feel like we have to, fight and scratch and protect our time. But instead of protecting our time, I want you to protect your goal. Okay. Instead of protecting your time, I want you to protect your goal because what I find is when there's a lot of rules around how somebody's going to work this business, they're not making money. Okay. We need to be flexible. We need to be leaning into our goal. Let our actions serve our goals. So using Sunday, right? As just a time, and this could take 15 minutes. This is not a long time, right? Maybe you're somebody that has extra time on Sundays and you want to build in a different kind of off day into your day. Maybe Sunday is your off day, but I want to encourage you to dismantle that or to let that look a little bit different moving forward. I want you to use Sunday, even if it's just sitting down with your planner, getting curious about what's going on with your kids, what's going on with your schedule, what's going on with your meals, right? Failing to plan is planning to fail. And I am somebody who loves to fly by the seat of my pants, but it's not making me any more money. So I'm leaning into something different. I'm getting more organized. I want to invite you to do the same. So on Sunday, you're going to figure out what that looks like. Maybe you're going to set up calls with your team, right? And these are quick text messages, guys. You're not in the office for 8 hours. We get to work this business in a very casual, fluid way. So remember that. Okay. All right. So remembering that also, so Sunday night. All right. Monday. We get to Monday. We are excited. It's a brand new week. I want you to start that day with intention, however you like to do it. If you need ideas on how to start with intention, please lean into our team resources or, other amazing winners in the marketplace that start and have a great Monday morning routine. But as far as Plexus goes, we are going to spend we will have spent, right? So we're at Monday right now. We've got a live at 7:30 on Monday. That's something that happens in our team page. That's accessible to everybody. Those calls live forever. I usually don't save the ones that are just basically, about a certain sale. I don't keep those around. They weren't necessary to keep around. But if it's a training that's applicable, for a multitude of weeks or a multitude of seasons, it's going to live in the team page. So if you cannot be there at 7:30, you get to lead yourself well and join later and watch it later. So that training from me is typically how to be successful in the moment. Something that's happening right now that you can get into activity immediately. Something that isn't an emergent, there is no pink drink emergency, but it's more of a topical issue, right? We try to use that time for topical issues. Here's what you need to be working on. Here's what we're doing. And the thing that's great is that you attend at 7:30 for the live, and then you're going to drive yourself, leading yourself well. And also, you will have invited potentials to the opportunity call. Okay, so that's at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. You guys can do the rest with the time zones. The thing that's great about this call is you've seen the call before. Unless you're brand new and this is the first time you've ever experienced Plexus or anything with Dreaming of Diamond, you will have seen those calls before. They used to be on Sunday nights. And so, like I said, we're not talking about what we used to have. We're talking about right now. So Monday nights, 8 o'clock. Your goal from the prior week was to get 3 to 4 people watching that call with you. Okay. Watching it with you. And here's what it's going to look like. Monday morning, right? You're going to have worked on this, right? Maybe you had a rough week the prior week and you're like, I got to get 3 people to this call tonight. And so then you have your Monday focus. But let's pretend like you have put elbow grease into it. You know your 3 people. You've got Shannon, Jody, and Mandy. You know they're coming to Monday night. You're so excited. You're shooting them a text on Monday morning. Hey girl, cannot wait for you to watch this with me at 8. I'm going to be there too. I'm going to follow up with you after. Can't wait to see what you think. Easy, right? At that point, you're going to get, signals on if they need more information, if they've got a schedule concern, whatever. If someone says, I can't make it that time, oh my God, no worries. You already registered, right? Yes or no? Okay. They didn't, walk them through registering. If they did, you're going to get the replay. Okay. So if you need to get the replay, that's coming right into your inbox. No worries. I'm also going to get the replay myself. We'll make sure that you get it watched. Okay. And then afterwards, and by the way, these calls are 15 minutes. 15 minutes, right? If it's a hard time of night for you, what you're going to do is you're not going to answer for other people. You're going to invite people just as if you're going to be attending. And then 8:15 or 8:30, whenever you get a second, you're going to check into your business. You're going to reach out to Shannon, Jody, and Mandy, and you're going to say, girl, think about that. And they're going to tell you. And then you're going to have a great conversation. And then what my prayer and hope is, and what your call to action and action item is after that call is getting them into activity. They're either purchasing their products, or they are putting up a first post, or they're thinking of their ad one to be messaging right then and there. And you're getting them thinking and adding thinking, jumping into activity right then. So that's what you did on Monday, right? Then Tuesday, Wednesday, we're right here. It's our lunch and learn at noon Central Standard Time. I'm going to record these. This is a great training opportunity. This is our team training that is happening each week. And I really encourage you, you'll have access to the recording. We cover a variety of topics. Obviously, we're talking about our weekly system right now. And those recordings live in our guides on our team page. And those are constantly updated with the recording. So if you're somebody that said, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about lunch and learn. I got to have lunch with my cousin. Okay, no worries, right? You get home from lunch, you go into the you go into the guides, you grab the recording and you do it. Maybe you're somebody that works out of the home during the day or you're slammed during the day and you want to do that at night. It doesn't matter. You're going to lead yourself well because you want to be successful. So, this is our training opportunity as a team. It's noon Central Standard Time. And then the next call that is planned, okay, for the entire week, and we'll put it all together at the end, right? Is our product call on Thursdays. And that's again at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And the thing that's great too, and I want to mention that, if you're somebody that's finding a hard time coming to Lunch and Learn, maybe your schedule doesn't even like allow it. Okay. But you know that other people on your team might be available or might want to dive into the recording. You can get the link and send it to them directly, right? You can be a leader in that way. You can connect them with information. Hey, Susie, I know that you had a rough 2024, but you wanted to get started boldly in 2025. Sadie just laid out exactly what we can do to be successful. I have the recording right here. I wanted to make sure that you saw it. I'd love for you to watch it. And on our next training call, we could go through it. How does that sound? Right? Very natural, very easy. You're using what Susie wants and leading her into resources that get that to her. You're closing the gap as a leader. So then we've arrived at Thursday, right? And all week, right? We've gotten the opportunity to think about people who need to learn more about our products. Here's who I'm inviting. I'm inviting people who've just purchased already to solidify the sale. I've already made the sale without needing to send them to a call, but they could learn more, right? And even further, we could say, hey, go to this. I'm excited. I'd love for you to see a little bit more about this. They're going to cover, they're going to probably touch on gut health for sure. Can you make it? Okay. Also, who do you know that you'd want to bring to this, right? Hey, I'd love to see you come. Jody, I'd love for you to come on Thursday night. Are you available, right? We know how to invite people to things. I do not need to walk you through this part. If you need support in inviting, you need support in scripts, you need any of that support, I want you to find a friend, the closest person to you working the business, look on our team page, look in the boards. I do not want to complicate our Plexus Go app as well, but reach out if you need support and we will connect you with support. So what we're doing is we're inviting to the product call, again, 15 minutes. We're doing the exact same thing that we did, right? The pre and the post work is almost more important than the call, right? During the call, we're sort of relaxed, right? When we used to do those, and sometimes we do messenger events, the hard part, the part that is the most important, checking those extra boxes, is the pre and the post. Thursday morning, Jody, oh my gosh, girl, so excited for you to come tonight. Remember, I sent you that link. I don't want you to forget because afterwards I want to see what you think. Okay. Or, Jody, hey, I sent you that link. I'm excited. Hey, I just wanted to ask you, as you're attending tonight, have you thought about anybody that you think would want to do this with you? Because let's shoot them over the link and help them get registered. Even if they can't attend, they'll get it into their inbox. Do you have anybody in mind? Right? That was the pre work of the call. Okay. And then we get to walk them through that. But then the call happens, and then afterwards, Jody, what did you think about this? I know that you purchased the triplex. I know you're excited. I know all those things, but like, what did you think about what all that information? Like, did you learn anything new? Right? We have to be treating these people with kid gloves. We have to treat them like royalty. We have to treat them like we want to know what they think, because we do. We do want to know what they think, because what they think is really important for their commitment, referring the products out, and how they view the company, the relationship they have with the company. So, guys, that's the weekly system. And what you can expect in the middle is peppering in some sales, peppering in some weekend challenges. My advice is, if you're somebody that runs a team, you're doing a weekend posting challenge. Here's why. You might be saying, girl, I'm tired on the weekend. Maybe you've told yourself people don't want to work on the weekend. No, 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 no. I think that you don't want to work on the weekend. I think people are on social media. People are looking at posts. People are willing to throw posts up. Okay. So imagine if you remembered that our job really kicks in when other people aren't at their job. That's really when it kicks in, right? Because that's when they have extra brain cells. That's when they're got their wallet near them, ready to go, right? There, how many times have you been on Instagram? You're finally chilling, you're finally sitting there, and you're on Instagram and you see something and you're like, I'm gonna buy it. Click. It was that easy, right? It was ready to go. So we have to be available. The information we provide needs to be available when people are open. Okay. Very big deal. I know that oh God, I've been in this for doing the business almost 11 years. I know that you guys have look at we all have been here a long time. So we've ebbed and flowed. Our kids started when I started, my kids were going to bed at 6 o'clock. Okay, lots of extra time, right? So we have to get really, really smart about how we're using our time. We don't need to work harder, but smarter. We need to think about our target audience and we need to be providing value in the times that they are open, available, and all the things. Okay. So I want to also remind you that there is no such thing as perfection. It's okay if you don't get anyone invited to a Monday some week. It doesn't mean we chuck the rest of the week and we just tell ourselves a story about how we're a bad leader. We jump in when we can. And C plus daily activity will beat perfection 1 day a week every single time. It'll produce more results, bring you more money, get more orders, more ripple effect, more people ordering in your organization. That is an absolute fact. Okay. Absolute fact. So, as a reminder, this is the way it's going to look. All right. We are at Wednesday. We're at Lunch and Learn, but let's pretend it's Sunday. It's getting ready to start a brand new week. We've had a successful week. Maybe you ran a posting challenge for your team over the weekend. Maybe you had like some prizes you were giving away, or maybe you just decided to lean into your own business a little bit deeper on a weekend. And you were like, you know what? I'm going to put up this. I'm going to reach out to a couple people that have been liking my stories or just watching my stories. Maybe I'm going to do that. So I'm going to let you decide what you do over the weekend, because the best part about this job is we get to do it every day and we get to engage as we like every day. There is nothing more powerful than that. All right, so Sunday hits, maybe you're going to church, maybe you're doing a self-care routine, maybe you're meal prepping, whatever you're doing, family dinner, not sure what you're doing, but then you're going to set aside 15 to 30 minutes on Sunday and you're going to get dangerously prepared. You're going to figure out what you're making for dinner. Maybe you're going to decide you don't care what you're making for dinner. Maybe you're going to think about who you're going to reach out to. Maybe you're going to pull up that back office and you're going to say, okay, actually, I need, I'm really, maybe you've set a goal for yourself, a financial goal. You're going to get prepared 15 to 30 minutes on Sunday. And I'm not going to tell you when you're going to do it on Sunday. Maybe you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, raring to go. Okay. I want you to do that because when you do it, you are going to walk with a pep in your step that's different with this business. I promise you. So you're going to do that on Sunday. Don't know what else you're going to do. Maybe you're going to host a call for your own team on Sunday. Maybe you're going to do a messenger. I don't know what you're doing. You're crazy. You're out of control. You're doing all the things. Okay. So then you're going to wake up on Monday. You're going to do something powerful. I'm going to let you decide what that is. And then you'll have already the prior week been thinking of people to drive into our opportunity event resource. Okay, you're going to lead yourself well. You're going to have a great Monday. Hopefully it's not a Mondayest Monday, right? Hopefully it's a good Monday. But you're going to get to 7:30. Maybe you guys do a late dinner. Maybe you're watching from the car, but you're going to attend the live, if at all possible, in our team page. Then you're going to lead yourself well and drive yourself into that opportunity event. I want to mention too that the script around those Monday night calls, it's kind of been similar. Our hope and prayer is that it's going to start to look and feel a little bit different, but we know we've gone to many of those calls as leaders. We know what they are like. And you're like, oh wow, this is so redundant. But guess who it's not redundant for? The new people that you've invited there. So it doesn't matter what you think. You're just there because you're there and you're a leader and you're commenting. You're like, oh my God, this is so great. Da, da, da. We know what we do. Okay. We're present people. We're available and present. Okay, so you will have gone to the live. You'll be surprised and delighted. And then you will go into the opportunity call at 8 o'clock. You will have reached out to the people attending the call at some point during the day on Monday, getting them ready to hear from you after the call at 8 o'clock. That's it. And then you're going to spend the rest of the week working with your teams, working with yourself, posting like a champion. You're going to be reaching out to people who are watching your stories. You're going to be fantastic. You're going to, if you can't come to the lunch and learn on Wednesday at noon, you're going to grab that recording and you're going to watch it whenever that works for you. Okay. And we're going to cover a variety of topics that are going to be applicable to everyone at all levels. So we're not going to alienate anybody. It's going to be applicable to everybody who's interested in this business. Okay. And then on Thursday, we're going to do that pre-work before, and we're going to do that post-work after that product call. So we will have selected people, right? Again, new customers that have already purchased, potentials that haven't said yes, people that are on the fence, people that have stopped being passionate about taking the products. No one is safe from the invite. Everybody applies. So be doing that, right? Doing that post work of the call on Thursday, and then you're going to do something fabulous over the weekend. I know you are, and you're just going to make this better than ever. So that is our system. Here's what I love about our system. Our system leaves a lot of room for you to make it your own, for you to add your own value, for you to have a lot of free time. You know, I think we've told ourselves the lie that this is overwhelming or this is this, but imagine you doing this and getting 10 other people to join you. That's a lot of people operating if you're unavailable. They already know what to do. You've walked the walk. You're with them. We're speaking the same language, right? And the more language that we speak that's the same, it's easier for people to jump in. You know what? It's kind of like those people who I've never done this. I think I tried when I was younger, but like when there's three people doing jump rope, and someone's doing the big rope and they're spinning it, and you watch those people run in and get involved in that. You know what I'm talking about? When there's like three people jumping rope and there's somebody turning it, somebody runs out and then somebody runs in. I always thought that's so interesting that works like that. But you know why it works is because they know exactly what to do. They know exactly the beat. They've been watching the beat. They know exactly how to run in and exactly how to get under that rope and not be the one that trips the rope up. Don't be the one that trips the rope up, right? Just make it possible for other people to fold in naturally when they can. You're watching this call, if you're watching it here with me or you're watching the replay, you're probably pretty committed. Okay? And so we want to leave space that even people who are 50% of your commitment level can still be very, very dangerous in this business. We want to make it to where you don't need influence or ability to be successful. And I believe that we have it here on this team. I believe that we have enough touch points where people are able to get more if they want. I believe the company offers beautiful touch points. And if these resources are not working for you, or the timing doesn't work, or you want to find, maybe somebody else you just love and you found some of their trainings, I love that for you too. And I bless you in finding exactly what you need so that you can be successful. So I'm going to stop the recording, and yeah,